What is going on, guys? Welcome to a new episode of Crossout. Today we are addressing part 2 of the last video I did, where we talked a bit about sideways builds. If you don't remember, we used this beast of a machine to just address the fact that you can bring really good movement parts into really low power score fights and have them protect your cabin and stuff like that. If you don't remember, this thing is a sideways walker, so whenever it's facing towards its enemies, it will always be so well protected by its legs. On the opposite side, when doing sideways hovers, this guy is always protecting his hovers with the cabin. Now I know this is a pretty fragile build, but still, the fact that this build will in 9 out of 10 battles die before you take out any of the movement parts. And taking out a movement part in a hover is essential. It really is. So let's just see how this does and continue the discussion in game. But before we start, did you guys notice that we have had no intro this time? That is because I want to ask you guys, do you even care about the intro, or do you just want to like get to the battles? Because I know an intro can really be sort of a branding tool, but I think Ali already won that one, so I'm probably not gonna beat him to it anyway. Because the next thing that I was thinking is just to go to Fiverr and find someone who can actually do a proper intro for me, because I don't like the current intro that I have. It's way too long, and that is why I skipped it. I just want a nice little 3-4 second intro that sort of show off the Tree Burgers brand, but in my own opinion, I really want an intro. I just want a shorter one. So let me know what your thoughts are, or where I should go to find a nice intro. But without further ado, let's just get on with the video. Alright, so we got the first game going here. And yeah, like, this discussion has been brought up on my channel a few times now. And one of the things that people say a lot is that, well, you gotta do sideways hovers because you lose hovers so easily, but I feel like that is such a weak argument because, oh no, James here already trying to shred us up. Because, like, in most battles, or in most games, you will lose a wheel or two if you are a wheel build. So why should that be any different with hovers? The argument for a lot of people is that you only use 4 hovers, but you don't only go for 4 wheels, like say in a clan battle. Oh no, this is not good, guys, I might die already. Oh, there is him stripped down. Good. Because if you ever see clan wars, people, if they run wheels, they have 10 Bigfoot wheels, maybe even more. But for some reason, whenever people go for hovers, they got 4 hovers. And they always have 4 hovers, by the way. This game is not taking to our advantage right now. Oh, no clue how we got that dude, but we did. Good. Half of our team is just dead already, but we might be able to turn it around. We are a sideways hover after all, so... but yeah, the argument is that you need just 4 hovers, but still, like, you could just bring 6 or 8. That way you can easily lose a hover. But then again, the hovers are very unforgiving when you start adding more than just 4, so that is also quite annoying actually, to add more than just 4 hovers, because they just slow you down by so much. Oh, there's a fellow sideways hover dude. Let's see if we can get him actually. There you go though. He's almost stripped down. That's a good thing. Ouch! That really hurt. Good, that is him done for. Oh, we lost a cannon. Alright, a cannon machine gun. Not good. Let's just get that kill quick. There we go. Perfect. I saw some cannon do. Oh, there he is. He's firing at us. I don't see him though. Oh well. But yeah, where did we come to? I don't even remember right now. We were talking about sideways hovers. That much I do know. Really gotta concentrate. I want to kill that final dude. Is that seriously a mammoth? I feel like this. Oh no! You are gonna be my kill dude. Don't forget that. There we go. So I think the thing that we talked about was adding more than 4 hovers. And yeah, you could do that, but I also get the people that don't want to do that. Thank you. Because when you start to add more hovers, the hover build just starts acting strangely, and I don't really know how to describe it because I'm no pro hover player or anything. I don't play hovers often, don't get me wrong, so I don't really know all that much about it. But I guess what I am actually trying to say is that I get why people don't want to do it. So how should they change it? Well, I feel like one thing they could do is start out by maybe changing the way that hovers connect, because you can build around hovers and make a 4 hover build so freaking compact that there's just no chance in hell that you will ever get to strip off a hover before the actual build dies. And that's a big issue, because if you watch something like the legs, they are just way different. Like, they are so much more different. The legs, you can't build around them at all because they have a huge hitbox, so there's no real way of doing it. Oh no, he went in this. Yep, there he is. What's he doing though? Oh, he's a hover. Good thing we run in a hover then. A bit made it to be here in 3,500 power score if he's gonna go for a harvesting, but I'm sitting here playing a freaking sideways hover, so I probably shouldn't speak too loud. Mark, thank you. Oh, and the enemy is almost down already, so that's a good thing. But yeah, one thing they could do is, because as you can see, this hover is so tightly packed with armor, and you can just stack it all around it, and you can hide 2 hovers there. You would never be able to do that with mechanical legs, and they're both of the equal rarity, just as Bigfoot wheels, and you can't armor up around Bigfoot wheels like that either. So that is one thing they could do if they wanna fix this, and if they have a desire to fix it. And then one thing that they are eventually gonna implement, I think, I'm not sure because I haven't seen any action on it lately. Somewhere around in 2019 they said, but no one knows when, and they've been discussing it forever, is raising the power score. And the suggestion that was made is raising the power score from 225 to 700 for each hover, and in my opinion that's a good thing to do. And of course they should boost the hovers with equal boost to armor or durability rather, but yeah, raising it from raising it to 700 from 225 would make this build have an extra 2,000 power score to it. So like 3 Vexes and a Duster Cabin, 400 HP would be in a 5,500 power score match rather than in 3,500 power score. And that is where things would even out, because then you would have to spend way more time trying to armor this bad boy up, or actually, no, we're 3-way hovers, so a little less than that. But if we had 4 hovers, that would be the situation. So we would probably go for, yeah, I guess around that power score, but this build would be a bit, we'd probably sit at like 3.8 and then go to a 5.8 instead. So in my opinion, it's a very good fix. They just have to give the hovers that extra bit of durability and stuff like that. What am I doing? To sort of compensate for all of the extra power score that they want to bring in here. Oh shoot, that's all enemies. You're gonna get me, dude. I'm telling you already. Look at this way that I'm controlling this hover. I literally got no idea what I'm doing. Oh, he just won. Oh, it's Abigail. That is why I'm just being chased down by this bot. Oh no, you're not gonna do me like that, dude. Good. So yeah, generally they would just raise the power score up so much, and that would mean that, first of all, I would have to prefer a much higher tier weapon than just 3 Vexes. And second of all, I would have to armor my cabin so much more, because in a 6,500 or in 6,000 power score, 5,000 power score, you will meet weapons that, if you have a cabin with 400 HP, you will get one-shotted. Like, you could risk meeting a seal club with dual tsunamis, just as an example. So like, I sort of hope you guys can see where we're going with this. We've played 3 games and we won them, and we haven't really been in all that much trouble, besides the first game, but we still ended up winning that one. And yeah, like, the games have been favoring my team a bit. It seems like we've been doing pretty good compared to the enemy team, but still, us personally, we haven't really faced any enemies and been like, wow, we were almost dead there at any point in this game. And that is a bit concerning, because that is the general consensus with a lot of sideways hover builds right now. Let's see if we can go support our team up here. Wow, that was pretty close. Not gonna lie. Wow, that hover is shredded. Oh, no. Ouch. Does he literally have 3 cannons? But look, we just took such a big hit right to our face. We're still going good though. Oh, our build is messed up though. Let's just turn around and go this way, which will be terrible to do. And that is due to the weight distribution. Like, if you lose weight after you started the game, no, don't go that way. I want to go this way. Yep. Okay. Now that is how you bring a sideways hover down. I think he hit that one bit of frame that kept us up. Which was pretty neat, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I sort of enjoyed seeing myself go down like that, so I'm all good about it. Yes. Interesting. That is just, wow. My 5 cents on the current situation about sideways hovers. I wanted to just make a follow-up video since we addressed it in the last video, but really didn't go into any depth with just what my thoughts are on these sideways hover builds that are being used in games right now. Let me know how you guys feel about it, and let me know what you think about the current state of the intro situation as well. I would love you guys to give me your thoughts about it, and until next time, have an awesome day. Bye.